Hey, Grace City, welcome to the Friday Quicks, and I cannot wait to be with you this week as we are continuing our series entitled Might from the Margins. And we're in the penultimate moment in our series where we are the ninth week of a 10-week series. And this week, I'll be preaching from the power of fighting with the Spirit. You know, verse 16 says these profound words, and I love what the scripture says. It says, in addition, take up the shield of faith so that you can extinguish the flames of the evil one. You know, I don't care who you are in this season, it is a fight. You know, it seems like it's one thing after another. You know, I'm one who's fight for the faith, but I feel like a firefighter. And I've been in fire after fire. And you know, I know a little bit about fires. When I was 16 years old, I worked at Phillips Seafood Restaurant, and someone ordered a burger one day, and I went to cook that burger, and the grease leaked down into the fire, and that fire began to blaze, that fire to get hot and high. I ran over, took the pitcher, put water in the pitcher, and tried to extinguish that fire with water, only to discover that I made the fire worse. My supervisor came with a fire extinguisher and got the fire out. But he said these words to me. He said, Corey, grease and water can never mix. Those two things will always water will always make grease fire stronger. You know, the reality, Grace City, Paul tells us that we wrestle not against flesh and blood and principalities and wicked things in high places. The reality is that we are in a spiritual fight, and we have to have the right weapons, because when you fight a spiritual fight with carnal weapons, it's like grease and water. It will make the situation worse. But Paul calls us to fight in the Spirit. And it's through his Spirit that spiritual weapon of prayer and the spiritual weapon of his word that we are able to be victorious with whatever battle the enemy may bring. Listen, Grace City, we are coming to the end of this Might to the Margin series. I'm grateful for each and every one of y'all who have attended the Flavor series, and I'm looking forward to Sunday evening and getting back together to talk about reconciliation. But this week, Grace City, we are talking about the power of fighting in the Spirit. I look